How are y'all this morning?
How are you doing this morning?
I'm good. I don't know why this ain't working. Start it off and start back on. I gotta get this other one done so I can see y'all's comments. I know you're gonna do a lot of commenting today.
Yeah, right.
Don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Well, just let it go for right now.
You talk to him for a minute.
Well, I don't want to be.
Here we go.
It's working.
Yeah.
I don't want to be too flamboyant or any kind of braggadocio bragging, but I mean lately cashiers have been checking me out. I'm just saying. What do you tell a one-legged guy that's a hitchhiker?
There's not anybody on right now unless you just want the replay people to watch it. People, there they come. Now you can tell them.
Oh. Well, like I said before, I don't want to be bragging, but lately, cashiers have been checking me out. So,
isn't he funny? Y'all laugh.
hey.
Give him a laugh emoji or something so he feels good about himself.
What do you tell a one-legged hitchhiker if you're going to give him a ride? Hop in.
He looks these things up
No,
during.
I don't.
You look these things up during the week, and then you save them on your phone. I thought you told me
I wrote some of them down.
He wrote some of them down
because I can remember them. I mean, just like I told you before, I've never seen the inside of my ears, but I've heard some good things.
See, they're sending you laugh emojis. Esther's laughing. She's the only one that thinks it's funny out of 10 people right now.
Hey, I've never, just like I said, you know about that older couple that was, I'll tell you, this was a serious deal that happened to us the other day.
Oh, no.
This guy broke into our house one night. I heard a bunch of rumbling around inside in there. Jumped up and looked. I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm looking for money." I said, "Okay, I'll help you look."
Yeah, you're not going to find none at our house. Oh, no. Now she's laughing again. Oh, hello, Judy. Hello, Esther. How are y'all this morning? Good to have y'all on here this morning. We have been married 28 years. Yesterday was our anniversary. And so he made dinner reservations. He made me, surprised me, actually. Made dinner reservations, and we went to our favorite fine. We have a lot of favorite restaurants, but this is our favorite fine restaurant. We went last night, and actually when we were walking in, his parents were walking out because it was their 50th. We got married on their 22nd anniversary or whatever. Do the math. And so that was exciting to see them. So we got a picture.
Yeah, they sat us in the same seat that they sat.
Yeah. When the maitre d' was laughing, she goes, "We're going to sit you in your parents' booth." And so it was really nice. They had a fireplace going, and it was very, very nice. And I had some king crab legs, and Chris had, what'd you have?
Tried the Wagyu ribeye.
Yeah. So number 28 for us. Man, y'all are chatty this morning. I love it when y'all talk. Good morning, AA. Good morning from Virginia. Awesome. I bet you're a little cooler than we are. We're 58 degrees here this morning. And but we're headed to, what would that be considered to us? Tennessee.
It's northeast of us.
Northeast. So it's going to be a little cooler there. We're starting to hit 70 now. And we're going to be leaving 2 weeks from today. Easter Sunday, as soon as church is over, we are leaving for Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. So we're excited about that. And we're taking, my daughter-in-law and I have a boutique, and we're taking our boutique up to Pigeon Forge. They're having a big convention up there. As you can tell, we're Pentecostal, and so we're having a big Pentecostal convention up there, and we are going to be set up with 10 other boutiques. So if any of y'all are in the area, we would love to have you come to visit us. Okay, let's see what you're saying now. It's raining in Louisiana. Yeah, it rained all day yesterday. All day. We had a huge puddle in our yard. And Chris was worried about our garden drowning. He thinks our onions aren't looking too wonderful. Thank you for the anniversary blessings. Commander, I've never seen you on here before. Welcome. And then we have Jamester. Welcome to as well. So anyway, let's see what else is going on. You got another. He's got a whole load of them, y'all. He always has them. Oh goodness.
Did you hear about the elderly couple that was at church? And the wife leaned over to the husband and said, "Hey, I just passed some silent gas. What do I do now?" And he told her, "Replace the batteries in your hearing aid." That'll be us.
No, don't say that. 28 years, we're young still. Yeah. I hit 50 a little over a month ago. So he'll hit 50 in August. So he's still a young pup. He likes to remind me that he's still in his 40s.
She's a cougar.
Yeah.
She likes younger men.
Oh, thank you, James Star. Is it Jamester or James Star? I'm so glad that you love us. We love all of y'all. And they're laughing. They're laughing at your corniness. So we actually have potatoes and onions in the ground. We have broccoli and cabbage. And what about our strawberries?
They didn't come back.
Strawberries.
To redo.
I don't know what's wrong with my strawberries. They live for several years and then they just go. And I have them in containers where the rabbits and all that. Kennedy was driving up. You know, she works at the hospital. My daughter-in-law works at the hospital, and she was she drops off Jesse at 4 in the morning, 4:20 or 4:30 in the morning. Well, she was pulling in the other morning, and she said she seen a mama rabbit and several little babies hopping after her. And the mama rabbit took off another direction, hoping that, I guess, she would follow, her car would follow them. The little babies, they stayed over there. She goes, "They were so cute." I'm like, yeah, them babies are going to get in our garden. They'll just eat the onion top right down to the ground. But anyway, our kitty cat, she's about 18 years old. And so she doesn't hunt like she used to. And so she's we're probably going to see more rabbits. But anyway, that's okay. I don't mind feeding them as long as they don't eat them all. Chris is stopping at our favorite donut store for them for the morning. Jam, stir. Okay, so that's how you say it. Jam, and then you stir a pot. Alrighty. Well, we have a busy day. Chris is going in to go get some donuts. This is our favorite donut store. Every Sunday morning, he's going to go in there. Sometimes he'll get some for the class. He teaches the teenage class, young couples class, and but we have a busy week this week. Today we are going to be, look at all that back there. Today we are going to be doing a photo shoot. I have several girls, and we're going to go do all of that for the boutique. So that's going to be what we do in between services today. And then we have just a moment, and I'll answer that question. And then Wednesday, I'm having surgery. So I'm going to be down for a week or so. So I have a bad gallbladder. It's probably from all the spicy stuff that we always make. And so we're getting that taken out. It's hurt me for years. I remember the very first time it ever hurt me was right at 20 something years ago. Well, it's just gone and gone and gone until it's just really making me sick, like sick. And so we're getting rid of that on a Wednesday. Mom's coming over to take care of me for a few days. And Chris, I'm sure, will take care of me. What you looking for?
Place to put the
Oh,
down.
and so anyway, that's happening this week. And then I got to get better because we're leaving in 2 weeks to ride in the car. Whew, actually, our big old truck. Hope I can get up in there. All right. Have you ever made any pear tarts on your channel? No, I have not. But I've made pear honey. My nanny, when my nanny and Poppy were still living, they had a huge orchard, a peach orchard. They had plums and they had pears, and I would pick her pears. And when she was still living, I believe it's on this channel. Actually, I know it is. You can go ahead and go.
We got plenty of time.
Oh, yeah, it's easier when we don't
Driving.
drive around and my hand don't do that. I went down to her house. You can see me picking her pears, and then at the end of the channel, she tells me how her mom and how they would make pear honey, and it's so good. But I would assume you could take that pear honey, because they call it pear honey, but it's pear preserves is what it is, and make tarts with it. You can use croissants, actually, or you can use the phyllo, and that would be wonderful. You can probably put some cream cheese in there, and that would be even better. So let's see what else. Jemster says, happy Sunday, good people. Be greatly blessed, and may God touch anew in a fresh way. Thank you for your good spirit. Prayers in your behalf. Well, thank you so much. What happened? I appreciate that. So yes, I do. I like if you'll take some phyllo and make, really, you could take strawberry preserves and put in there, and blueberry preserves, really just any kind of preserves, and make it. Paint some butter on there. Everything I'm saying, huh?
Pear honey.
Pear honey, yeah.
It's like two pears or two honeys. A pair of honeys.
What it is in the way that she makes it is not the proper way that the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, would approve.
How would you even know what they approve?
Oh, it's on there. You can look all over how they tell you to do everything. But she just did it the old-timey way. We just did it the old-timey way. The way she tells me to do it. And I've done it many times. And what's really good is you can take a jar, because to me it tastes like apple, is I put cinnamon in it. And once it's done and has that apple consistency to it, you can even make a pie with it. You'd probably want to thicken it a little bit, because the pear honey is not thick. It's a little runny. But oh man, it's so good. So good. I'm so glad that I have her talking about that at the end of the channel, because she's been gone now. How long has Nanny been gone? 2 years?
I don't think it's longer than
It'll be
that.
3 years this year, I believe. And I miss her. She was a good nanny, and she was full of information all the way to the end. When she was on her bed where she died, she was still telling me stuff. Look up pea salad. That's right before she passed. And she was telling me how to make that pea salad. It was not very long after that she passed away, maybe a couple of months. But that's one of my favorite videos. All right. Let's see what else y'all are saying. Y'all are so chatty today. I love it when y'all talk to me. I don't feel like I'm talking to myself. Oh, tell them about your day yesterday. So on our anniversary, before he took me out.
I knew you was going to throw me under the bus for that. I knew it.
Before he took me out, tell them what you did.
Fished in a tournament Saturday. And we went to Lake Ray Roberts, which is up north of Fort Worth, about 40 minutes up by Denton. And it's actually the lake that they're going to have the Bassmasters Classic on next year. But anyways, we had it's a 5-fish tournament. I had to weigh in 5 fish. My big fish was 7.50, and I ended up 4th place. 3 other guys, I lost. I was just finished out of the money by less than a quarter of a pound. I'm sorry. But we had 2 guys that brought in fish that were over 10 pounds. One was a 10.70 and the other one was a 10.54. So I really thought with the bag that I had, I was going to win.
He even called me and he said, "Hey, I'm going to win today."
I said, they're going to have to catch them to beat me. And man, did they ever. But still, I guess out of 18 people, finishing 4th is pretty good. So I'm not really happy with that, if you know me very well. But actually, I've been chewed up about it all night thinking about it. But anyways, it's still fun catching that big hog. So if you are friends with us on Facebook, you can see a picture of it. But it rained all day long, and lightning and everything else. I was thinking to myself, that'd be nice, get struck by lightning on your anniversary.
That'd be terrible.
But anyways,
I'll put that fish up on our Boots and Bonnets Facebook page so you can see it. And yeah, Commander said 10 pounds. Wow, and hey, you still did good though. What was the biggest one?
The biggest fish was a 10.70, and the next biggest fish was 10. I mean, I've always wanted to catch a double-digit bass, a 10-pounder. And
he says when he does, he's going to mount it.
These 2 dopes, not dopes, but I mean, you just have, I guess they just lucked out. All the fish were on the beds, a lot. They're getting ready to spawn, so they're full of eggs and they're bigger. The females, are. And I've been fishing for a long time trying to catch a 10-pound bass or better. And yesterday, 2 people bring 2 of them to the scales. It's crazy. But
that wasn't fair to Honey, was it?
Well, I tried. I thought whenever that 7.5-pounder jumped out of the water and shook his head like that with that lure, that worm in his mouth, I was like, oh, Lord have mercy, here it is. This is it. And it just looks bigger when it jumps out of the water like that. And it took me like 3 minutes to get him in and get him netted, get him in the boat by myself. But my hands were shaking. I had to take a drink of water after I got done with that. But I was just praying, Lord, please don't let him come off.
Yeah.
But,
well, tell us what you're going to teach about today, and then we'll go.
We're just finishing up on the Beatitudes in Matthew 5. Jesus is, blessed are ye if you do this and that, things like that, and just trying to teach.
It's a Sermon on the Mount, isn't it?
Well, it's fixing to be. Yeah. And, yeah, I guess it is. But he, was telling you, basically, what people didn't understand is Jesus' logic, and this world still doesn't understand that, because he says, like, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall see God. Most people, if they get crossed or whatever, they're ready to go to war, so to speak. Blessed are they that mourn, because they're going to be comforted. It's different. Jesus's way of thinking is so anti today, which would be so nice if we would maybe take those Beatitudes and institute them into everyday life. But anyways, that's what we're finishing on today. I think there's like 4 of them left that we're going to talk about. So anyways,
all right, guys, we are going to head on to the church, get in there, and we're going to have our donut. So didn't want to eat in front of you because then you wouldn't have one. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and go. Y'all remember me on Wednesday. But I'm sure we'll have some updates and all of that good stuff. So we will see y'all next time. Until then, keep looking to the east. Bye-bye.